Hey guys, Andy with Spike Motorsports here. Today we're going to be talking about how to get your team radio communication mixed into your race videos, and we'll give you a kind of a step-by-step tutorial on how to get that done. Let's get started. So I've been wanting to get this video done for a while now. I've had a lot of questions on how we get team audio to our videos, and our way is a little bit more complicated than others. But it allows us a lot of flexibility when we're doing the editing to be able to get levels right so the car audio or ambient noise isn't drowning out team audio and vice versa. So what we do is we actually use a team radio that is connected to a voice recorder via an auxiliary port. We just plug it into the mic port on the voice recorder and into the headphone port on the radio, and just turn the volume all the way up, hit record, and walk away. And we usually have this setting. If we need to, we can have a crew member take it with them out to the pit area or our car hauler. So there are some other ways to do this. One in particular that I know of is IO Port Racing Supply actually makes their own little box that I guess you can plug your team radio into. It runs in line with your system and also has an external mic so that you record ambient noises as well as team traffic, and they run into one and then out to your camera. I mean, a couple downsides to that is I don't know how easy it is to mix team audio and stuff without trial and error, because I believe your volume is actually mixed just by how loud you have your radio set. The other downside to that is it can be pretty pricey. The voice recorder is maybe $30 to $40 on the high end, whereas the little module I was talking about, I know we use the IMSA radio connections in our car. I know that that's right around $250 through them. So this kind of keeps costs down a little bit and allows a little bit of versatility on the back end when you're doing editing. And speaking of editing, perfect segue, let's head right into that. After we've imported our video and audio, everything gets stashed into a particular folder. In this case, we've got Mid-Ohio, September 2020. And I would then go to the particular folder that I wanted to work out. And you've got all these different camera views that, in our case, for example's sake, we're just going to use the roof cam. This is our audio file. It's been put in here from the voice recorder, and then this is our project file, which actually goes to the software the editing tool that we use for our videos. So it is HitFilm 4 Express. It is free, and the capabilities of this far exceed my expertise, but it gets everything. It does everything that I need it to do for making videos. And as you can see, the timeline feature is what's really important, because here we've got our video, and then the audio that's connected with that. This is the ambient race audio, so it's the noise you hear while on track. And then this is the actual crew radio down here. And I can adjust levels by clicking and dragging this up and down, up to make it louder, down to make it quieter. And here you can kind of see where I've made a cut, because this particular audio right here, you can see these noise levels. This is every time we key up, whereas you have your constant ambient noise here. Right here is a spot that was a bit too loud, and I had to quiet it down. So in order to put all of this together and end up with something like this, so as you can see, ends up with really good video. In order to be able to put all this together, I put it into this HitFilm 4 Express. All of my video files and everything go in right here. I simply click and drag them over here how I want them. If I wanted to add this, I would stack it right there or wherever I wanted it to start. But we're not actually going to do that, so I'm going to Control Z out of that. So that's when you end up with this. and you can add, you can adjust the volumes as you need to, and it ends up a nice finished product. So as you can see, the output that you're seeing right here is actually a preview. It's a low quality preview. The finished product looks very polished and is seamless. There is no lagginess to it. It just looks really good and sounds really good. So the part I was referencing is the radio to camera interface with, from IO Port Racing. It starts at about $200, and then you have to decide if you want the 5-pin connector or if you use IMSA, which we use the IMSA connectors, which jumps it up to 250, and same with the NASCAR connectors if you use those. Kind of depends on your setup, but I don't know. I like being able to adjust my volume and the video editing software versus having to adjust my radio volume through this device and then hope it's right. The nice thing is with this setup here, I've got this little bit of a loud part here, so I was able to make a cut and then quiet it down a little bit versus this here, which was right about the right volume. So yeah, you can make all these different adjustments, and that's where I find HitFilm to be a little bit better suited for my use. But I'm not affiliated with HitFilm. They don't pay me to say, go get this product. I mean, it's, like I said, it's free. It does everything I need it to do and more. I don't know that I will ever even come close to utilizing all of its features, but it does have some really nice fades and effects that you can use to kind of, polish up the video a little bit as well. So anyways, I hope this kind of clears up everything and helps explain the process a little bit easier. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. Thanks.